now, so children of 5th standard, you have every one of us is fond of stories, right? You and me like stories, yeah. Whenever your mother is in the company of her friends, your father is in the company of their friends or in the family, you always see them talking. They are talking stories, they are cooking up stories. That means all over the world, everybody loves stories. And have you ever thought, from where does the stories come? The story gives you a small hint of that. Let us go into the story. Storytelling goes back to ancient times, long before writing was invented. But where do stories come from? Different cultures have different explanations, such as this folk tale from Africa. So this is a folk tale from Africa. In the folk tale stories, Nadangadagalan folk tales, you understood? They are very good. They have a moral. So this is a folk tale from Africa. Mother, tell us a story Mansa's children said when they sat around the fire at night. Mansa couldn't think of a story, however hard she thought. No one else in the village knew stories. Mansa's children wanted their Mansa to tell a story. But she did not know a story because every story is over. None in the village also knew stories. The village where these story seeking children lived in Zululand in Africa. There is a place in Africa, it is called Zululand. There children always want stories. Instead of food, they want stories, I think. People hunted for meat or tilled the land in the village. Sometimes they fished or caught crabs. The villagers who were clever in their hands wove baskets and made wooden carvings. So what did the villagers do? They were farmers or they were good at hands, clever with their hands means they wove baskets, very beautiful baskets and made wooden carvings. Okay, beautiful. What all did they make? He carved birds, trees, plants, flowers and animals. And Mansa, this storytelling mother, his husband, what is his name? Zenzele. Zenzele was one who was good in making carvings. But there was one problem. What was it? One day, however, he knew no stories. He did not know stories. He carved beautiful things, but he did not know stories. One day, Zenzele told Mansa, "Go look for stories. I will look after your home and children." Mansa thought that was a good idea. She packed some food and kissed her children. Goodbye, children, with her basket on her head and colorful beads on her dress. Beautiful beads were there on her dress. African countries, you know the dress very colorful. Swaying, Mansa with her basket, swaying, she just went, set out to look for stories. A hare looked at her curiously. Mansa knew that the hare was a tricky fellow, but she decided to ask him if he knew any stories. Hare, will he tell any stories? He is very tricky. Once you go near him, he'll jump and just get off. But she knew that, even though she knew that, she went near him to ask whether he knew stories because he wanted to tell it to her children. You never know who can be of help. Even though he is tricky, maybe he'll also help. "Oh, clever hare," she said in a flattering tone. Flattering tone means whenever your mother wants you to study, how will she call Chakare? She'll call like that, no? That is flattering tone. And you just fall in for that. "Do you know any stories? My children want to hear stories every evening." "Stories?" the hare said. "I know millions, but I have more important things to do." "Oh, I know many stories, but I have important things to do" means I am in a hurry now. This hare didn't know any story, I think. So saying, he bounded off, jumped. That is how the hare goes. Mansa knew he was lying, that there is a hare, okay. He was lying. He had no stories. He was a real trickster. Who is a trickster? Who plays tricks on others. If he doesn't know a story, why he could have just told her, I don't know any story. Instead of that, he told, I have other duties to do. Mansa met Fene the baboon and her babies. Fene, she called, do you tell your children stories? What are stories? This baboon was of stories? What are stories? She has no time for that. I am busy keeping my babies fed and warm. I have no time for anything. Sighing, Mansa went on. She saw an owl with a wild fig tree. In a wild fig tree. Fig, you have studied before. Oh, owl, she called, do you have any stories for me to take home? What was the owl doing in the morning? Sleeping. When somebody calls you when you are in sleep, what will you feel? You will feel like kicking her. The same thing, owl also felt. The owl was upset because her sleep had been disturbed. You woke me up for stories, he hooted. So, owl will cry like that, no? You woke me up for stories, he hooted. Humans cannot live in peace and are always looking for something. These humans, they cannot live in peace and they always make others' life also terrible. She grumbled as she settled down and began to nod off again. Nod off again, she began to sleep again. Mansa walked sadly. Why was she sad? She did not get stories. She saw an elephant, ears flapping as he ate bananas. Kind elephant, she asked, do you know any stories? My people are hungry for some tales. Tale means stories. T-A-L-E. T-A-I-L is this thing, tale. Where can I look for them? The elephant felt sorry for her. I don't know any stories, felt sorry for her. Oh, poor thing, she wants stories, but I don't know any story. The elephant was a good one, better than the hare, right? But the king of birds, the eagle, flies high in the sky and sees many things others do not. Maybe eagle might be of help, because eagle is a bird which fly very high. When it looks from there, it can look down and see everything. So it may be knowing stories. King of stories is eagle. New information. That's a good idea, Mansa exclaimed. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. Mansa saw the great fish eagle near the mouth of Tugela river in South Africa, swooping down from the sky, swooping down, coming down suddenly. Whoom, it comes from the sky, talons outstretched. Talons are sharp claws, outstretched to grab a fish from the sky. He has come down so fast and is trying to catch a fish with a sharp claws. Eagle, no, yeah, it's true. Oh, great eagle, she called. Startled, when somebody calls you from the back, he looks like this. Yeah, startled, the eagle dropped a fish he had picked up. He landed on the shore near Mansa. What do you want? He asked. Oh, eagle, oh, great and wise eagle, Mansa said. Flatteringly, for the eagle was a vain bird. Vain bird means he was always proud of himself. Okay, yeah, eagles are like that, always keeps its head high. My people are hungry for stories, but we have none. Do you know any that I can take back to them? See, all my people want stories, but I don't know any story. Do you know any of them? Well, the eagle said, feeling important. Oh, so I'm pretty important. When somebody asks you something, you just feel like that. Oh, I'm important. That's why they are asking me. Eagle also felt the same. I'm wise, but I only know of things that are here on the face of the earth. There is one who knows the secret of the deep, dark ocean. Perhaps he could help you. I'll try and call him for you. Stay here and wait for me. The eagle, eagle was treated as somebody important. So the eagle thought, if I don't tell her from where she can get stories, what will she think of me? So she told, okay, I'll help you. I don't know any stories, but there's a person who can tell, and he is under the ocean. So I know things only on the land. She'll know things under the ocean. Ocean, Arilia, Kadalu. Okay, so I'll call him. You just wait here. So Manza waited for the fish eagle to return. Here I am, the eagle called. I have brought my friend, the big sea turtle. He has agreed to take you to a place where you can find stories. The great sea turtle lifted himself out of the ocean and said in a deep voice, climb on my back and hold on to my shell. I'll carry you to the land of spirit people. To where? Spirit people. Manza took hold of a shell and they went into the depths of the sea. Off they went into the depths of the sea. Can Manza breathe? Story, no question. Manza's eyes grew rounder and rounder as they went into the deep ocean. Why? Whenever you see something very important, your eyes becomes wider and wider. Finally, they came to the bottom of the ocean, the dwelling of the spirit people. Dwelling of the spirit. Who were living there? Spirit people were living there. The king and the queen sat on the magnificent thrones, beautiful thrones. And their faces shone with such light that Manza was a little shy and afraid. They were very beautiful and they were shining. And Manza was a poor, ugly woman. No, she's dark in color and she felt shy. Oh, how will I look at their faces? They are very beautiful. She bowed before them and important people. What do you want, women from the dry lands? Dry lands means they consider this water is wet, so they consider land as dry land. Do you have stories that I could take home? Do you have stories that I could take home? She asked shyly. We have many stories, they said. But what will you give us in exchange, Manza? If I give you stories, what will you give me? What would you like? Manza asked. We would like a picture of your home and your people. You give us a picture of your people and your home. Okay, that's what we want. Though we cannot go there, it would be nice to see that place. How is your place? If you show us a picture, we can see, no, we cannot go there. Okay, can you bring us a picture, Manza? I can do that. Yes, who will help her? Her husband, of course. He was a good in wood carvings, right? My husband carves beautiful pictures. He will carve a lovely one for you. Manza climbed onto the turtle's shell and he took her back to the shore. She thanked him and asked him to return at the next full moon to collect her and the picture. Then Manza went home and got Senzile to carve her beautiful picture which showed the forest and the river and the animals and birds on earth. So her husband carved what all things? Animals, birds, then forest, river. What all things you see on land, that all things he carved. The picture also had the village and all the people in it. When Senzile finished it, he wrapped it in a piece of cloth and tied it to Manza's back. Manza climbed onto the turtle's back and they went to the land of spirit people. The king and the queen of the spirit people were very happy with the picture. For you and your people, they said, we give the gift of stories. So in return for the picture, what did they give? Gift of stories. They handed her the largest and most beautiful shell she had ever seen. Shell she gave. Hold the shell to your ear to hear a tale. Back in the village, the people clamored. Tell us a story. Just surrounded her and, hey, tell us a story, Manza. Mansa put the shell to her ear and began to tell and began once upon a time, and that is how stories came to be. So, this story is telling us stories came from ocean. Let us believe it for sure, because we have no other explanation to that. But that was a pretty good story, right children?